Never, ever open the fridge. Ever, ever. Tape that sucker shut, take it to the dump.
We used to buy houses from the foreclosure auctions, and when we very first got started, we generally didn't even attend those auctions or look at the houses before the auctions. We would get a notice from somebody that they purchased a house that may work for us, and we would go take a look at it and then buy it. And so we bought this property on Orange in Tempe. It was one of the most interesting projects we've ever purchased or been involved in. This house was a very interesting scenario. We had evictions, so we've done thousands of evictions, but this was a lockout eviction, so you go all the way through posting it and talking to everybody and bringing the sheriff out, and then the sheriff tells them we're going to be there the next day and you got to get all your stuff out by 5 o'clock. We're going to lock the doors.
Well, and this had an absentee owner, so the eviction wasn't even to the owner, the eviction was his tenants.
All college students. So in this house there were at least 6 renters. And at the eviction, we thought we had all of them out and locked the place up. And everybody was told if they come back, they can be arrested. And lo and behold, the next day we get a call that somebody's in the house, and we go back there, and this poor kid had crawled back in the window to get his stuff. And I don't think he was there when we did the lockout at all.
No.
So we hadn't seen him in 2 days. And we caught him in the house, and we're like, what are you doing in the house? He's like, I come back to get my stuff. We're like, well, what are you talking about? We've done an eviction on this house. We bought this house. We're going to repair it. We haven't even got into what's wrong with this house, which is like a laundry list of stuff. And this kid goes, what do you mean? I just put a deposit down on this place
yesterday.
Like 3 days ago, 2 days ago. He goes, I just gave some guy all the money I have. I'm down here as a freshman at ASU, and that was the last $800 I have. I don't have a place to stay. And we had to kick this kid out pretty much and tell him, I'm sorry, that guy pretty much stole your $800 and it's not really our fault, but you can't really stay here.
So the personal heart-jerking side of that was, it was just a really horrific experience.
For everybody.
And hundreds of evictions later, it really didn't change sometimes for the personal aspects of it in fix and flip.
No. In acquiring properties that way, evictions was a difficult part of it. But beyond the eviction on this house, there was still a ton of stuff. So, like Joe said, don't open the fridge. We came back a day or two later, and somebody opened the fridge, and we couldn't come back in the house for a day or two. It was just really bad. Had a basement. The basement seeped water through the walls.
It was crumbling. The walls were crumbling.
They were falling apart. Had a pool. The pool needed replastered, and it was kind of just fumbled together.
Cobbled together. No permits. Doors and windows were not functional, really.
One of the most odd houses we've ever done. But again, we've cut our teeth somewhere other than where we're cutting our teeth now on projects like we're doing.
And one of the things that we're trying to do in the crowdfunding is take that experience, like we talk about Orange, and make it so that an everyday investor can not have to relearn that experience, because not only did we do Orange, but we did 150 other houses where we repaired them back in those days. This is the early days when we first started.
Or better yet, never touch a house if they don't want.
Or never touch a house, yeah, exactly.